Hi, my name is Chi Chi Okezie. I'm owner and producer of Simple Networking, which is based in Metro Atlanta, Georgia, USA. Simple Networking specializes in business networking, cultural awareness, and diversity and inclusion training. Also, I'm a contributor to the Executive Secretary magazine and did an admin chat previously on diversity and inclusion. But in this recording, in this training, I'm going to be talking about be your own stylist. Elevate your executive presence. I believe as working professionals, it's really important to carry yourself with integrity, with professionalism, and also with poise and style. And one of the ways that you can do that is, of course, with your physical appearance, the clothes that you wear, how you groom yourself, as well as your communication skills, how you interact with your executives, your coworkers, and other colleagues, and even your work ethic. So I am super excited to be doing this particular training, and I hope that you enjoy it. So let's go ahead and get started. So let's define what image really is. I have four different statements here on what image is. Number one, it's a general impression a person presents to the public. Number two, it's a representation of the external form of a person. Number three, a nonverbal communication projected by a person. And number four, an extension of a personal brand or value proposition. So basically, your image, which can be nonverbal, is a way that you express yourself to the public and to people that you associate and interact with on a daily basis. So it's really important that your image falls in line with the type of position that you have or the type of position that you're looking to obtain, as well as your character, your personality, and your work ethics. But what I will say is that out of all these four definitions of image, the one thing that stands out for me personally is that your image is an extension of who you are. So you can use your image basically to be able to express yourself without even having to say a word. So let's move forward. So in this training, I'm going to talk about three basic dress codes. We have one, which is business, two, business casual, and three, casual. Now, of course, it depends on your work culture, the style of your company or organization or your industry. So some may be a little more conservative and more structured than others. But in any case, I definitely want you to take the time to evaluate, to observe, and to properly assess the best dress codes for your company, your organization, your culture, or your industry, as well as the events that you attend when you're representing yourself, your company, your organization, or your executive. So the first dress code I have is called business. And business is usually a formal match suit, conservative, basic colors, very simple, professional, and I guess you would say grown up. Second is business casual. Business casual is professional but slightly relaxed. So you're not going to have matched pieces. You can mix and match polished pieces, and blazers and ties are optional. And then the third category is casual. Casual is going to be informal, comfortable, but still work related. Now, once again, it depends on what type of industry that you're in, the culture, the work culture that you're established with, as well as what your environment involves or invites. So casual can be different for different groups, different organizations, different industries. So definitely keep that in mind. So here I have some examples of business casual, and casual clothing for men and women. So here we have the business dress attire. I have three ladies here that give great examples of stylish, professional, and chic ways of dressing. So on the left-hand side, the first lady, she's actually a blogger based in New York City. And her outfit is amazing. I like it because, of course, it's matched pieces, and she's using a lot of different colors in a monochrome setting. She has basically beige, but different shades of beige, as well as different textures. And her overcoat is even a darker color of the beige or camel color. But if you notice with her shoes are pointed, they're very professional, closed toe, and she also has a very nice bag or accessory that highlights her wardrobe. In the middle, we have a picture that I got off of Pinterest, where it's also it is a matched outfit per se, in the type sense that this lady is wearing a pinstripe jacket dress. So a little bit of a twist, but still professional, still conservative, and using basic colors. And then the lady on the right is typical outfit for a more structured environment or industry or company that you may work for. She has a matched suit, a jacket, and a skirt. And then inside, she has a buttoned up white shirt, which is great because you can always interchange or exchange out the long sleeve white shirt for a shell or a lighter material in the summertime, or even something heavier in the winter, such as a turtleneck per se, or even a sweater. Also, if you notice with the lady to the right, she has the high-heeled shoes, but they're not too high. She also has a closed toe, simple color, black, basic. Skirt length is at the knees, very conservative, and her suit is very well-fitting. And also, you can see that the bag that she has is a very nice, structured black leather work bag, which has straps that can be taken on or off. And so it's very versatile. And this lady is also happens to be Miss USA 2019. Okay. So then, in our next slide, we have business casual. Business casual, as I mentioned before, is professional but slightly relaxed. And it also has mixed and matched pieces. So the lady on the left-hand side incorporates some of her ethnic style and different types of colors and patterns, but still keeps it very professional with a button. Well, even the shirt, it's not a button-down white shirt, but it's a crisp shirt with a different style to it, but still professional. She's kept it very modest with her hair and her makeup, as well as her accessories. The lady in the middle, she is actually a blogger, and her blog is 9 to 5 Chic, and she is based out in San Francisco, California. And I really love her outfit in the type sense that it's still mixed and matched pieces, but she keeps a very tonal color and has lovely trousers on, but a different style to it. They are cropped or capri trousers, but they are not, the material looks like it may be wool, some type of cotton blend or polyester to keep it professional. And she has a nice overcoat, which matches her blouse. And then the lady on the left, she has a dress on, and once again, tonal, very simple, but very stylish, along with her boots, her ankle boots, but very casual, business casual, where she can wear to the office and to meetings and different types of events. Okay, and then we have the dress code for women in casual. So I want to make a point here that these three ladies are all wearing denim, but they're wearing it to where it is work related and still comfortable. So when you are, or when you have a casual dress code, once again, depending on the industry, your company, and your organization, you don't want to go in looking necessarily frumpy. You do still want to look somewhat polished and work related, but still comfortable. So the young lady on the left-hand side, she wears a blazer and a button-up shirt, and then wears jeans with it. The jeans are very simple. There are not too many embellishments, and a darker color to make it look a little bit more, it's still casual, but it's not as casual as maybe ripped jeans or a lighter color pair of jeans. And like I said, she styled it or combined it with a blazer to still make it look work related. She added a little bit of flair. If you can see, she has a leopard print belt on. And the young lady in the middle, she's also wearing denim white jeans, but she added a very beautiful, what could be silk or polyester blouse, which is flowy, which is still great and work related. And then the lady to the right, she has a beautiful pencil skirt with a very nice, bright, vibrant color, but also added a denim top. But she also made it look dressy by having heels on, as well as a nice work bag and a lovely necklace. So basically, with these three pictures, you can wear denim if it's casual dress code, but you can keep it polished and still work related. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about the dress codes for business, business casual, and casual for men. So once again, as I had mentioned before with the women and also with the basic dress codes in our previous slides, business is a formal match suit. It is conservative and within basic colors. So the young man on the left-hand side has a perfect matched suit. He has a tie as well as a handkerchief or a pocket square. A basic color of a navy, which you can wear pretty much all year round and interchange the shirt inside and the tie and other accessories as well. The man in the middle has a three-piece suit, once again conservative and matched, with very high contrast with the black suit as well as the white button-down shirt. And as I mentioned before, you can switch out the shirt colors and the ties and the accessories. And then the young man to the right has a lighter color gray, but also adds a bit of pattern like a plaid or checkered, which is perfectly fine, once again, depending on the industry, the organization, or the work culture. And also has a pocket square and very nice tie and I forgot what the name of that collar style is, but a very nice collar style as well. So basically the trend with all of these men here for business attire is a matched suit, a crisp, usually white or light colored button-down shirt, and a very nice tie, something that's simple, not too audacious, basic colors, but does add a little bit of color to the conservative look. Okay, now we have business casual. Once again, it is relaxed, polished, and still professional, and a tie or blazer are optional. In the case of the man on the left-hand side, he's added a little bit of color. We have khaki pants, navy jacket or blazer, and a purplish or kind of lavender button-down shirt, which is perfectly fine and adds a little bit of style with his pocket square, keeping the colors very harmonious and not too bright, not too catchy, but still relaxed and professional for work. The man in the middle uses a lot of tonal colors here, different blends, but still professional and slightly relaxed, and still he uses, how can I say this? So with this outfit, he actually layers on, which is a very cool and not necessarily, well, it depends on the weather, of course, where you're located. Certain times if you're going into meetings or you're traveling, it can be very, very cold inside, so it's definitely important to layer. And he does a great job with that, with a vest and a jacket, or that could be a cardigan as well. And then the man on the right, who is a famous actor and singer and entertainer in the United States, Danny Glover, he actually has a great look when it comes to business casual, and he does a wonderful job of incorporating different patterns and textures. As you can clearly see, the color is monochrome, but he has a checked top, sweater or pullover, a jumper, and then his pants, if you can see closely, are lined. They are pinstripe, and he also includes some loafers there. Okay. And then last but not least, we have our casual dress code for men. And here, The men are wearing denim. They are not necessarily wearing jackets like blazers per se. They are layering, and it's still comfortable but work related. So the young man to the left, he definitely layers with a shirt and a sweater or a jumper over. And then he also has denim. So once again, the denim doesn't look so frumpy. It's usually relaxed style or maybe a straight fit, and a darker denim to look slightly more work related. The young man in the middle, he has on what we call joggers or kind of slim fitting pants. He also has a sweater or a jumper on, and keeps it very casual but still work related by wearing these not knee high, but ankle boots in a very monotone, earthy color scheme. And then the young man to the right, he also layers, and instead of wearing jeans, he actually wears corduroy pants, which I think are perfectly fine, and they're great for the cooler times, maybe winter, early fall, and keeps it a very nice basic color, but still work related, and wears closed toe shoes. Like I said, it just depends on which organization and the work culture that you're in. And then layers it up with a jacket, a plaid shirt, and could be a vest or a sweater. But in all cases, all of these men here, layering using basic colors, once again, very comfortable, but still work related. Okay, so now let's dive a little bit deeper into style. When you are styling yourself as your own stylist, you want to adhere to certain rules and be cautious of the impression that you're making. Like I mentioned earlier, as we were going through the different definitions of image, image is nonverbal, can be nonverbal, and it also sets a message and sets a tone or gives a statement when you walk into a room or even leave a room. So I have two columns here, the do's and the don'ts for style. So you do want to be aware of the work culture and the environment. Even if you are in an organization and it's changing or evolving, if you're traveling, attending an event, going to a conference, or having to represent yourself, your company, or your executive. Other thing is to make sure to wear appropriate attire, even if this means that you have to ask some of your coworkers, if you may have to reach out to certain people, just so that you are clear and that you're not sending out wrong messages. Other thing is that to use discretion when you're accessorizing. So you want to make sure that you're not wearing too many accessories, whether that's jewelry, belts, different types of pins and things like that to embellish your outfit. You want to keep it at a minimal to where it's not distracting or overwhelming. And you want to also establish a consistent look. Whatever your style is, whether it's color, whether it's maybe different types of trends, or a style of fit that you have, make sure that you keep it consistent so that it flows with your style and it flows with the image that you would like to project. Also, align your style with your personal brand. So if you wear black a lot per se, right? For example, so make sure that, when you're dressing, you're picking out the right clothes and you're making sure that it really resonates, like I said, being consistent with how you're dressing and how you're appearing. And also, you can use your style as a form of sharing or incorporating your values, whether you are very eco-aware and prefer to have clothes that are sustainable, or if it is allowed within your organization or your company to wear different types of clothes that represent or are they are manufactured by sustainable communities, or they are promoting different types of awareness where certain proceeds of that particular brand goes to a particular cause. I think that's very much acceptable. It just depends, once again, on the work culture and the environment. And then on the right-hand side, we have our columns of don'ts. So these are things that you do not want to do as you are being your own stylist as you are exploring and discovering your personal brand and your personal style. So first and foremost, you don't want to wear uncomfortable or ill-fitting clothing and attire. You want to make sure that your clothes fit, and that goes anywhere from being not too tight and also not being too baggy as well. If it is possible or if it is applicable, definitely get your clothes tailored or get them hemmed. Other thing is that you don't want to put on wrinkled clothing. Make sure that your clothes are pressed and that they are neat and very sharp and clean looking. And also, as you're buying clothes, there's nothing wrong with reading the labels, because certain types of fabrics you can easily just throw in the washing machine, either tumble dry, low or medium, or hang dry, and you don't even have to iron them. There are lots of clothes that are very travel friendly for packing and mobility that don't necessarily need an iron or to be steamed. The other thing is, do not neglect proper grooming. And that's everything from hair to makeup to your nails, and even just how you take care of your accessories, polishing your shoes, making sure that your heels are up to date and they're not scruffy, things of that nature. And then also, don't dress according to unrealistic trends. Once again, you are going into work and it is an environment for self-expression, but you don't want to overdo it or exasperate that. You want to make sure that you are not creating any type of I wouldn't say commotion, but you don't want to be, like I said, when you're putting on your clothes and your accessories, and even how you style your hair and your makeup and things of that nature, you don't want it to be distracting. And then last but not least, don't undervalue the importance of a first impression, especially when you have to travel, when you're doing meetings, organizing events, and you are that face or you are that representation of your company, of your executive, or even of yourself. You want to make sure that you are giving the right first impression and that it is aligned with your personality, with your core values, and things of that nature. Okay, so now that we've been talking about the 3 categories of the best ways to dress, or your dress code, which we acknowledge as being business, business casual, and casual, and we talked about the do's and don'ts of your style and finding your style and being able to incorporate that into your professional endeavors, I thought it'd be interesting to find out what your body shape is. And I found this website here, and you can take some time either right now or after the training to visit tinyurl.com/1, capital B, capital Y, capital O, S for Be Your Own Stylist. And on this website, I was actually able to stumble upon it, and I found it to be one of the most comprehensive, useful, and practical websites when it comes to your body shape and your image. So basically what you do, and I have a screenshot here, when you go to that particular URL or to that website, it'll pull up this page and you can actually take measurements. If you see here, this is a snapshot for the female body, but you can also click if you are a male and do the measurements for your body as well. And they can be measured in centimeters or inches. And it was quite fascinating because you have different types of shapes and you're thinking, well, what does it matter what my body shape is? Well, it does have a bit of the significance, because through this portal, they are able to identify what your body shape is, and then they recommend the type of clothing that will be suitable or that can enhance your body figure. And they also take it a step further by letting you know what types of exercises and types of diets that you can eat and also participate in order to maintain your shape and be healthy, which I thought was very, very interesting. So I actually took this particular survey or this particular online assessment, and my body shape is actually a rectangle. And rectangle is described as where your shoulders and your waistline are pretty much aligned and balanced, and you don't have a very defined waist. So you're actually in the shape of a box or an H. So I thought that was very interesting. And so afterwards, I can click on my body shape in order to see the type of clothes that would accentuate my figure, and also give me shapes and curves in the type sense where it's not overwhelming, but it is flattering in that sense. And so what they had suggested, which I have started doing, is they recommended that because I don't have a defined waist, that I should wear a lot of belts. And this is just a way to keep an hourglass figure, or to have some type of shape where I'm not looking too boxy or too unshapely, just kind of frumpy. Another thing is that they also talk about the different necklines for tops that I can wear, and I do well with scoop necks and V-neck tops. And then they also talked about the different types of skirts that I can wear, which are more along the lines of A-line skirts and full skirts, as well as pencil skirts. And they also talked about type of trousers that I can wear. I can do pretty much skinny jeans if I want to do casual or business casual. Definitely should include a belt to once again emphasize my waist, or give definition to my waist. And then they also said that I can wear boot cut or maybe slightly flared jeans in order to balance out my lower half. So like I said, I really recommend that you visit this website, tinyurl.com/1 capital B, capital Y, capital O, capital S, and do this online assessment to see what your body shape is, the type of clothes that would accentuate or at least flatter your body, and then also the different types of exercises and diets that you can eat to stay healthy and look your best. All right. So now we're going to talk about some shopping tips. So it's only right that if I've explained the different style categories, told you the do's and don'ts of style and fashion, and then offered you ways that you can accentuate or flatter your body shape, then the next step is buying the clothes and the accessories naturally. Now, of course, we don't want to break the bank or go into any serious debt buying different types of clothes to build our new wardrobe or to modify our wardrobe. We definitely want to be sensible and reasonable, but still have fun. So here are a few tips that I highly recommend. First and foremost, sign up for email lists for major department stores. I always enjoy this because they will send weekly or bi-weekly notifications of different sales that are going on, which is very great because then you know exactly when to go online or when to physically go into the department store, knowing that you have a coupon, that there is going to be a sale, or there are certain designers or certain things that are highlighted for the sale. So this definitely saves you time and money. The other thing is to take advantage of major holidays and end of season sales. This is when certain items need to be moved out for new items to come in. So it's definitely highly discounted, and you have an opportunity to purchase even in bulk because of the lower pricing. The other thing is to leverage your memberships or free shipping through, an example I give is Amazon.com. Another thing is that if you download certain apps, then you're able to get free shipping and other discounts as well. And this really goes back to when you have a membership, then they will also inform you of the different types of sales and different type of designers and things that you may be interested in. One of the things that I do like about the online shopping experience is that once you have searched, found a particular item that you love, and you purchase it, then the company will respond back with other emails of things that other customers have bought that are similar to what you bought, and also curate, excuse me, kind of a shopping style from the things that you've bought, which makes it a lot easier and saves you time from having to search through the whole website when they're picking out items they think you may like from your previous purchases. Yay! We're all about saving time and being effective. Excuse me. Okay, so I am back. I had to take a short break, but definitely want to continue with this training on Be Your Own Stylist. The other thing is to shop outlets both on and offline. Outlets are great ways to reduce on spending too much, and also perhaps if you saw an item that you liked in the department store and it was phased out, you may be able to find it a few months afterwards in their outlet store. Other thing is to purchase from discount stores. So here in the United States, we have a lot of discount chains. Once again, that the items have been shipped or or once sold in the department stores and are sent to the discount stores. So you definitely can get a lower price on quality items, and this gives you an opportunity to purchase more. Other thing is to consider consignment shops and Goodwill or those types of shopping stores. And the reason why I say this is that there are some items that are considered investments where you'd have to purchase or will cost a little bit more. And that's anything from the overcoats, jackets or blazers, shoes or handbags and work bags. And so if you go to a consignment shop, you may be able to find even designer bags and coats and accessories at a discounted rate, slightly used, but not, but still professional enough to continue wearing. Same thing with Goodwill. And then last but not least, purchasing from style bloggers. So if we have any fashionistas out there or those individuals who love to shop, who follow bloggers, and there are plenty of bloggers all around the world. I'm guilty of following a couple, not just here in the United States, but also in Europe and Africa, and even Asia as well. And one of the things is that, once again, it's a form of saving time and energy, because once again, you can go onto their mailing list, the Style Bloggers mailing list, or you can follow them on social media, i.e. Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, to see the different types of outfits they have, how they accessorize, how they put things together, and also how they use their clothes as a form of personal branding and making a statement. But one of the things that I do like about style bloggers is that if you see something on their particular post or on their website that you like, you can click on it and actually get a discount from buying or purchasing that item through their blog. So that once again saves you time, money, and energy. So hopefully you can use these types of tips to really expand and get the most out of your shopping experience. And then we have some Q&A. So any type of questions that you may have, please feel free to write them down. On the next slide, I have my contact information where you can reach out to me personally, follow me on social media. But any questions that you may have on image and why it's important and how you can use it to elevate your executive presence, as well as the basic 3 dress codes, business casual, as well as casual, the different types of examples that I gave for men and women, as well as your do's and don'ts, pretty much the etiquette for dressing properly, being groomed, and continuing to have that wonderful first impression. And then also, if you have any questions about shopping tips, feel free to follow me as well as shoot me an email or a message with your questions. And you may not have questions right now during this training, and that's perfectly fine. If you have questions a few days later, please feel free to contact me. But once again, thank you so much for jumping on board, to this admin chat for Be Your Own Stylist. I hope that this was very informative and practical for you. You were able to be creative and be able to come up with great ideas on how you can enhance your physical image, as well as tips for shopping and really presenting yourself in a remarkable way. Once again, thank you so much, and please feel free to contact me with any additional comments or questions. Have a wonderful new year and much success to you.